Shalom, coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled Spring Cleaning, Spiritual Cleaning, right? And I probably already mentioned things about cleaning already before, but this is an important one, right? But it will be a short one. 1 Peter 2 and 5, ye also as lively stones, right, are built up a spiritual house. So we're building up the spiritual house of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, right? Because they have to go through Yahweh Shai and he has to bring them to the Father. Now, when we bring up these sacrifices, what we do is we do these sacrifices through the flesh, you know. We are a spirit and we do spiritual things, but we're doing it still in these bodies, right? So it could be, going to camp and standing for 3 hours, prophesying, whether you're a prophet or, maybe you're the cameraman, maybe you're just your brother that's part of the congregation, just saying they're learning, but we're all there, we're afflicting ourselves because, standing there is not, especially when it's in the cold. You're cold, it's freezing. Maybe you don't have the best clothes on for that weather, depending on, the situation. Your hands are freezing, you're cold, you're shivering, you might get some coffee here and there or a tea to keep yourself warm, but nonetheless, you're afflicting yourself, right? But you're doing it for a spiritual thing. So, it's a spiritual sacrifice. And then another could be fasting. Fasting is a very good one. You fast, you afflict, you basically you cut off your flesh from its source, right, which is food, substance, and then you feed your spirit, right? So that's another way of offering a spiritual sacrifice, right? So we are supposed to do that in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and cleaning. When I said spiritual cleanings, because you're supposed to keep yourself clean. Like it could be even simple thing as just cleaning your room, cleaning your room, cleaning your car, keeping things organized, right? When you do that, you notice how you feel a lot better mentally, spiritually. You feel a lot more in control, so to speak. A lot more focus, you have a lot more clarity, just doing those things, right? And then you even could be like going in your own thoughts, meditating, thinking about past things in your life, things maybe you haven't dealt with that you need to deal with because that's things that you're putting under the rug spiritually and mentally. So you need to deal with it because like it says right here, and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So we have to, these sacrifices have to be acceptable, right? And if we're not clean ourselves, right, mentally, physically, spiritually, our sacrifices that we do in the flesh are not going to be as potent as they would be as if we're more cleaner, cleaner than we were a month ago to now. So you constantly have to be cleaning yourself, constantly like meditating on things that you maybe quarrels that you maybe haven't dealt with or whatever, relationships that maybe went wrong, that you have to deal with for yourself because it's about you, right? You're trying to be one of the elect, so you need to like confront these demons and destroy them, right? So, because Yahweh Shai did that. He did that in the flesh when he came back as Yahweh Shai. He never made one mistake, not with one thought, nothing. So anything that he was supposed to do, he just did it. There was no emotion stopping him from doing anything. He just did it. He got it done, right? No matter how it made him feel, regardless of that, he got it done. So that's what I mean. Like, if there's something you're supposed to do, and because of emotions, you're not doing it, well, you're actually making yourself dirty. Because, why are you stopping to do it? Well, it's because of the flesh. The flesh is wicked. The flesh doesn't want you to do the right thing. It wants you to do the wrong thing, right? And the wrong things lead to sin, right? So you don't want to be in that state of mind. So you got to constantly, meditate and constantly, you have to afflict yourself. And it's only affliction because we're in these flesh. Like, if we were just in And if it was just our spirit, we wouldn't be affliction because we just do the right thing all the time. But we're trapped in these bodies, right? And when we get the blessing of the new covenant, right, we will have the perfect bodies where we won't have to, we won't be stopped by our feelings or whatever in the flesh to do the right thing. We're just going to do it because the bodies we're going to get are going to be perfect. But until then, you have to fight the flesh, right? Right. So you got to keep cleaning yourself, keep trying yourself, keep suffering, right? Because that's how you clean yourself, is by suffering. So Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. So the Most High sees our righteousness as filthy rags. So that's what I mean. If he sees our righteousness as filthy rags, then you constantly need to be clean every single day, every single second, every single minute of the day. You need to be cleaning yourself, right? So that by the time Yahushua gets here, he has mercy on you and saves you, and you're one of the elect. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Yeah, and our iniquities, our sins, have taken us away from the Father, right? That's why through Yahushua is the only way we can get to the Father. But Yahushua, even himself, like, if you're not cleaning yourself, he's not going to, he's less inclined to come and deal with someone who's dirty, right? Who's filthy, over someone who's just dirty, right? Or someone who has some spots on them, or someone, you know what I mean? So you got to be, because he'll sup with you more, right? Because the point is, you want Yahushua to sup with you more, because he feeds you in the spirit through Rakak Wadash. And then you grow in the spirit and you get stronger. And you become more perfect, right? Because we're supposed to strive to be perfect. Actually, let's get that. Matthew 5:48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect, right? So we're supposed to strive to be perfect, right? And perfect is perfection, is purity, is clean, spotless. That's perfection. So we have to strive to be that, right? Yahushua came back perfect. Even though he was in a fleshly body, he didn't make a mistake. Ephesians 2:2, wherein time past ye walked according to the course of this world, right? This world is wicked, according to the prince of the power of the air, right? The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, which is Satan, right? Among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh. Yeah, we all were there when we're in the world. We're all being wicked, right? Before we came into the truth. Fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others, right? So we're going off. But Yahweh, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sin. So we were in a dead state, right? When we were in the world, because we sinned, all those sins we were committing, hath quickened us together with Yahushua HaMashiach. By grace ye are saved. So by grace of, by grace through Yahushua, because he came and died for us on the cross, we are saved, right? And we're saved because we have this truth. Now in the day, he's the one that's going to come and save his elect, the ones that are continuously striving, because now you have it, but now you got to use it. You got to apply the scriptures. You can't just read it and meditate on it. You got to have an action, right? It's good to meditate. It's good to think, because you need to think about how you're going to do it. Like what is it that you have to do and how you're going to do it. But then after, the next thing is the action phase, right? You got to apply it. So that's it on that. It was just a quick one, but an important one nonetheless. I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to close out by saying, Ka hala Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom, and the 2/3 as well. Kwam Yasharallah, Abad Babal, Shalom.